Yo, what's up everybody? It's your boy Floss, back again with another video. And today we're going to do a quick unboxing of the iPhone SE 2020. Now you can pick this one up on Amazon. I'll throw the link up in the description. The price on this one, $400. Now it comes in 3 different colors. You got black, red, and white. Alright, so let's run through the specs real quick. For the display, you got a 4.7-inch IPS LCD panel with a resolution of 750 by 1334. Now that's 326 for the PPI Patrol. The phone is IP67 dust and water resistant. Now for the processor, this is the most important part about this phone. You got the A13 Bionic Supersonic Titanium Uranium chipset. What does that mean in English? Now if you're down with the Apple ecosystem, that means flagship specs, bro. Flagship specs. Now you got 3 gigs of RAM, 64, 128, or 256 gigs of storage, no micro SD card slot for expandable memory. Now you got a 1,821 milliamp battery that features 18 watt fast charging and Qi wireless charging. For the cameras, on the rear, you got a 12 megapixel wide angle and a 7 megapixel camera in the front. You also got dual speakers and a fingerprint sensor. Alright, so all of that for $400. Let's see what it is. First things first, shout out to White Shoes, back in the building.
I love my white shoes. I love my white shoes. I love
White Shoes, calm down. All right, here we go. iPhone SE 2020. Now the SE stands for same exact. Right? If you're buying this phone, you're buying the same exact shit that you already bought. Now I'm gonna try to go into this with an open mind, but to me, this is some trash. But let's go through it anyway. All right, here we go. Inside the box, now of course I went with the product red. So you got your usual books and shit, SIM ejection tool, and of course your Apple Troll stickers. This is gonna be your iPhone SE, all right, the new peasant phone. Let's see what else you get. Okay, now this is your 18 watt fast charging brick. You got some earbuds. All right, now since there's no headphone jack, lightning adapter on deck. And this is going to be your lightning adapter, USB-A to lightning charging cable. And that's pretty much it. Now I'm going to leave everything nice and neat in the box because I will give this phone away for anybody that wants a new level of peasantry. Okay, let's get a little wipe down on this. Let's do the smell test. This one smells like 2016. All right, it has that retro smell to it. Very vintage. All right, on the back, you got your single camera. Apple logo, power button. Let's hit that up real quick. Now immediately, even before the power came on, you can see these big giant chin and forehead. You got your fingerprint sensor. Now I will say this, I used to love the Apple fingerprint sensor until I got used to Face ID. But you never know, some people might want to take a take a flashback trip in time. Oh, look at this. All right, check this out. Look at the size of this bezel. All right, this chin and this forehead, this is ridiculous. All right, on one side, you got volume up and down and your vibrate on and off switch. Now I know what you're saying. Who would buy this cheap ass, garbage ass, bullshit iPhone? A lot of people. All right, times is hard right now. You might want to save some money. $400 for the latest processor that Apple makes, that's not bad. Not to mention, you want to give this as a gift to your baby moms, do that too. Or, my personal favorite, if you got a real phone, all right, say you got a real phone, you got a Galaxy, you got a OnePlus, and you want to be down with the Apple ecosystem, all right, you want to use FaceTime, you want to be down with Team Blue Bubble and iMessage, and you want to play around with all of the Apple iOS apps, okay, cool, $400, you got the latest processor, but you got this garbage looking phone. Now, if it was me and my money, I'd rather get an iPhone 10, you know, a used iPhone 10 from last year. Get a used iPhone. But hey, I can't tell you how to spend your money. Do what you do. Phone feels very lightweight. Let's do a little size comparison. Here's the former peasant phone to the new peasant phone. Now check this out. If you got an iPhone 11, I know you're happy right now. All right, because now you got a real phone. This is the new peasant phone. Let's see. Size comparison. Look how small this is. Now, if you like me and you got big fat fingers and big hands, you're not going to like this. You're not going to like this at all. Here's iPhone 11. Look at the size difference. Now, I'm trying not to roast. Now, I don't know why I got to keep saying this, but when I say peasant phone, y'all know I'm just kidding. Y'all know I'm just joking. A phone is a phone. Who cares? Here's iPhone 11. Here's your iPhone 11 Pro. All right, still way bigger. And here's the big boy, iPhone 11 Pro Max. Look at the difference in size. Now look, somebody challenged me to use this as my daily phone for a couple of days, and I'm gonna actually try. And I'm gonna go into this with an open mind and try to use this as my daily phone, even though it's gonna be hard. I just looking at those big bezels brings me back to a time that I don't like. I don't like that. After you get used to using a big boy phone, you're not gonna want to go backwards. But anyway, let me put all my information in, then we'll breeze through the OS. Talk amongst yourselves. All right, y'all, so we back in. Now, I just put my information in the phone, got everything all set up, and I'm going to be honest with y'all. As much jokes as I could crack about this phone right now, for $400, it's really not a bad deal at all. Now, look, there's an old saying, everything ain't for everybody. For me, this ain't it. All right, I would never buy this as my daily phone. I wouldn't buy it as my backup phone. It's just too small, and it just doesn't have what I'm looking for. But that doesn't mean it might not be for you. And let me show you what I'm talking about. Let's break it down. First things first, build quality. Now, y'all know I gotta say it. Feels so good in the hands. Ladies, you know the procedures. Glass on the back. All right, so that's gonna give you wireless charging for $400. Not to mention, it's IP67 dust and water resistant. All right, so it's water resistant. You got dual speakers and wireless charging for $400. We really can't complain about that. Next, now to open up the phone, if you want to, you can put in your passcode, or you got your on-screen fingerprint sensor. Now, when I say on-screen, I mean the front of the phone. And one thing I will say is, Apple makes the best fingerprint sensor in the game. Period. When it comes to these physical fingerprint sensors, nobody did it better. So if you got to have this big giant chin and forehead, and you got to have an on-screen fingerprint sensor, actually a front screen fingerprint sensor, let me say it like that, a front screen fingerprint sensor, if you got to have that, a physical button, this is the one you want. Flawless. Next, the display. Now here's something that I don't like. The display is not that bright. All right, of course, it's 720p. It is what it is, but it's not bright at all. This is max brightness. And just for reference, let me pull out another iPhone Pro Max. Here's the difference. This is max brightness. You see for yourself. Now, for a better way to show you, let's open up Google. I'm going to open up Google on both phones. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. This is max brightness on the SE, max brightness on the 11 Pro Max. So if you like me and you like having bright phones, or you work outside and you're going to be in direct sunlight, this ain't it. You see the difference in brightness? Nah, bro, this ain't it. Nevertheless, I digress. Big giant chin and forehead. You're going to have to get used to that. So it just makes the phone feel super small. Now, I did say the build quality is great, but again, everything ain't for everybody. For me, it just feels too lightweight. It feels like something is missing. Now look, some people want the thinnest and lightest phone on the market. When I pull my phone out, I like to have a heavy weight to it. I like to have some sustenance to it. This phone right here just feels paper thin, and it feels lightweight. Does that mean it's cheap? Not at all. It's just a feel. I don't like the feel to it. Anyway, one thing I will mention though, the speakers on this phone sound great. Matter of fact, let's check the web browsing speeds. Go to Samsung.com. Okay, let's open it up. This is the full website. Even though it's pretty condensed, you're just going to have to get used to, look, you have to get used to scrolling in the middle of the screen. Let's take it over to YouTube. Now watch this. Listen to these speakers. Oh, now, did y'all see me going like this? I'm trying to zoom out, and I just realized that's chin and bezel. All right, let me shut up so y'all can hear the speakers. Let's get max volume. Listen to this. Cover the bottom. The speakers actually sound pretty good. For a $400 device, I'm not complaining. Let's go. Definitely nice sounding speakers. It is what it is. Let's take a look at the camera real quick. Now this might be one of the other best features about this phone. Let's see. You got time lapse. You got slow motion. You got video, 4K. You got photos. You got portrait mode. Now this is person portrait mode. So you can't take a nice portrait mode shot of your iPhone box on the table. Gonna have to use a person if you want portrait mode. And you got panoramic shots. Now we'll take this outside and do some thorough camera testing. I suspect that the camera's gonna be pretty good, especially on a $400 device. But overall, as far as performance-wise, no lag at all, which you expect because this is the latest Apple processor, so you basically got the same chipset that you got in the big boy. No lag, no hiccups at all. My biggest gripe is I just can't stand looking at this phone. Looking at it, it feels like if I just went back and bought an old phone from back in the days. All right, now, some of y'all might want that. Again, everything ain't for everybody. Some of y'all might miss having the big forehead. Y'all might miss having an on-screen fingerprint sensor, which, if you notice, you can't double tap anymore. But you can easily go like this. So when your phone is on the table, no double tap to check the time. Just use a different finger, press your fingerprint sensor. And you can check the time, check your notifications. Overall, though, fresh out of the box for $400. Like I said, if you got a real phone, all right, so you got a Galaxy, you got a OnePlus, you got a Huawei, you got a big boy Android phone, and you just want to use iMessage, all right, iMessage is definitely on deck. You can use that. You can use your FaceTime. All right, you can use all of your iOS apps. Some people might be looking for a small, compact phone that you can put in your shirt pocket. Not too much extra weight. Throw it in your shirt pocket. You can still go out in the rain and get soaking wet, jump in the pool. Right? Phone is not going to break. You got dual speakers on deck and you got wireless charging. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. I'm just not a big fan of the look. I wish they would have made it a little bit more modern and made it a little bit more up to date. But it is what it is. Anyway, I'm going to take the challenge. I'm going to use this as my daily iPhone for the next 3 days. And I'll come back and do another video sometime next week. And I'll show y'all some cases. Hit me up in the comments. Let me know what y'all think about this one. Shout out to everybody rocking with me on Facebook, Foursquare, Twitter, Google+. Shout out to all the Google gangsters. I see y'all holding down that Facebook page. Shout out to everybody hitting me up on Voxer. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with me on Instagram. Y'all know that's where I'm at full time, 100% full throttle. And a special shout out to everybody rocking with the new stream on Sundays. Y'all already know, Stream Gangsters on deck. Get your drinks ready. No meat boys allowed. Oh yeah, special shout out to everybody following me on Snapchat, Flossy_Carter. That's where I'm at. And a special shout out to the notification squad. I see y'all in the comment section early. #salute. Oh yeah, one more thing. I almost forgot. Fellas, ladies, say it with me. All y'all haters, all y'all trolls, close your eyes and picture me rolling. It's your boy Floss, I'm out. Deuces.
Enterprise, Spock here.
Spock wanted to beam up.
Affirmative, Captain. Enterprise out.
Energize.
We're in a situation where everybody in the world uses technology. And if you're gonna buy some of that technology, you gotta understand certain things. Subscribe to Flossy Carter. He does reviews of all the latest technology. The iPhones, the iPads, the Galaxies, the Samsungs, whatever the fuck. The Beats by that doctor guy. And he puts his kitty cat in the videos too for you something to look at. You know, I'm an animal lover, so I like that shit. So make sure you hit the subscribe button, the Flossy Carter on the YouTube, the follow button on the Instaface, and the like button on the Facelook. Because if you don't, we're gonna have a fucking problem here. A bad one. Now hit the fucking subscribe button.